Welcome back in on OurPrep.com. Continuing our team previews. Team number 12, the Naperville North Huskies, out of the powerhouse DuPage Valley. Coach Sean Drendell coached them up to a 6-3 record, and the three losses to teams that plenty of others lost to: Wheaton Warrenville South, Wheaton North, and then Glenbard North. But this is a team that's definitely battle tested. They played almost all their games were pretty close. 1 point win over Nequa, 17-0 over St. Charles East. Only lost by a touchdown to Glenbard North. Two touchdowns over Aurora West. This conference is so tough.
Oh, yeah.
And definitely makes them a threat in the playoffs. But they're playing in an 8-9 matchup against last year's 8-8 runner-up. This might be the best first-round game in any of the classes.
Yeah, I think it's going to be a really good game, but I don't think Naperville North is fazed by what Marist did last year, what conference they're in, what their record is. I have Naperville North. I think they're going to take the win on this game. You said Marist. I think Naperville North on several of those games it could have gone either way. And with them being in the DVC, Naperville North has had several programs, or they've definitely had their share of good teams.
Oh, yeah.
I think it's going to be. You're right. I think it's going to be a fantastic game.
Yeah. Two of their losses, Wheaton North, Glenbard North, just a touchdown each.
Yeah.
And Wheaton North was at Wheaton North. They got beat 4 touchdowns by Wheaton South, but who didn't?
Yeah.
I mean,
that's true.
No one can knock you for that. And yeah, I picked Marist to beat Naperville North in the first round, but if you look at the way that bracket sets up, I think whoever wins that football game is going to the semis.
You think so? Okay.
I got Marist going to the state title game, but I think Naperville North, if they beat Marist, beats York, beats the Brother Rice, and then showdown with Mount Carmel.
Okay, yeah, I think it's going to be a little bit different, but Naperville North really in control of their own destiny. They could really they could beat Marist. If they go up against York or one of those other teams, they can really make it far. It's really dependent on them. They have a good team led by Matt Lacoste, who's their quarterback, 3-star athlete. And
athlete's the right word, because he originally committed to Minnesota at tight end. So they definitely see some athleticism out of him. And I think that the biggest thing when they played Wheaton South, the first play of scrimmage, he ran for like a 65-yard touchdown.
Yeah.
And it was like, oh,
yeah.
you obviously got some speed, some skills out of that quarterback position. The biggest thing for him, and what we talked about, is just being more comfortable throwing the ball.
Yeah. Well, for his team right now, that's what he has to worry about. But later down the road, playing a different position. But from that standpoint, going into these playoffs, if he can run the ball, if he can, put his team on his back by doing that, I say do it. Naperville North looked good against Glenbard North. Even though Glenbard North took the win, it was just, it could fall either way.
Yeah, they'll definitely rely on the legs of Antonio Owens, their running back. And I agree. I would do a lot of bootlegging with Lacoste. Give him a pass-run option, because teams have to respect his ability to pull it down and run, because obviously colleges respect his ability to be a skill position player and run with some linebackers out there. You obviously don't want to get him hurt. If he's running a lot, obviously you're going to take some hits, but he's definitely a weapon with his legs. And I think that's one of the things we sort of talked about Bolingbrook and their quarterback. Who's going to be a big key if they get to have a chance to upset Mount Carmel. And I think Lacoste's legs will definitely be a factor if they're going to pull the upset of Marist, especially on the road. But again, having a quarterback that can run is such an X factor. Not many teams have that.
Yeah, and just looking at 8A, half their conference for the DVC is in 7A, the rest are in 8A. And it's really wide open. There's really a lot of teams that can come in and take the win. So it's really up to Naperville North to just saying it's that time of the year, get hot and take it all the way to the finals.
Yeah, they're unbeaten against everyone in 8A except for Glenbard North, and they wouldn't have to see them until the final.
Yeah.
So they definitely don't have anything to be intimidated about. And I think, again, like I said, I think it's all about that first round matchup is so tough.
It's huge.
Marist, Naperville North 8-9, and I think those are two good teams that if you win that ball game, you're going to win a couple more also.
Yeah, it should be pretty good.
Well, that'll wrap it up for Naperville North out of the DVC. Just 6-3, but if you look at those losses, there's good losses to good teams and close losses. Other than that Wheaton South game, and definitely a team who looks like could definitely make a deep run if they get past Marist in the first round. That'll wrap it up for Naperville North Huskies. When we come back next time, it'll be playoff preview number 13 here at IllinoisPrep.com.